like looked at it this morning. There was a crap ton. I'm like, what are we doing?
This
here?
is perfect because I actually wanted to talk about something with T Swift today. So not only did she reissue Red, she's got to deal with Starbucks.
You talked about it on the radio
yeah,
show. Really? He did a bit on the radio show this morning talking about how celebrities have all these fast food menu deals.
Yeah, and they're shitty. Because her thing is, they're doing a thing because they do like the red cups for like Christmas time. But it's the T Swift drink, but it's just a caramel latte.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The funniest one.
You were so right when you were saying that. It's like they're all just boring meals. There's nothing special about any of them.
The funniest one is J Balvin. His McDonald's meal is a Big Mac with no pickles. That's his meal.
It.
And
no pickles.
And but his fries with ketchup. It's just a basic ass meal.
That's just like something literally anybody would order.
He said no pickle, and they said we're gonna make so much money off of you.
It's the J Balvin way.
The J Balvin meal.
We say this every week. What is podcasting other than just a couple of people ranting about God knows what?
With a couple segments here and there to tickle the taint.
Oh, yeah, tickle the taint.
There we go.
Here we go. I got some music news.
Oh, you got something. What do we got today?
Avril Lavigne is back.
Oh, boy.
She dropped her first single in, I can't even remember how long, her DTA Records debut. A song called Bite Me. I haven't listened to it, but it's out today.
Oh, okay. All right, Avril.
Uh-oh. Bite me.
You think she's a clone?
No.
Have you heard that theory?
I don't think that's real. I don't think we possess the technology to do that.
I know they say that. They said that about her.
They said
like
about
Eminem.
Eminem's the big one.
Yeah.
Because he looks so different than, like, I mean, it's like his bone structure is so different now. It's weird.
It's just because he's lost and gained so much weight over the last 20 years.
He almost died in, like, 2009.
Yeah.
But that's what, he was fat, and then he went to rehab and got really skinny.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, he ain't real, bro.
He ain't real. He's a clone.
What about our boy Zuckerberg?
Oh, fuck, that dude's an alien. He's not even
just
a clone.
Robot.
Welcome to the metaverse.
Yeah.
He's like the worst version of like a Rolly backpack kid come to life. You know what I mean? He's just like that guy.
He's like the kids that used to walk on their tiptoes in high school.
Oh yeah, working on his like vertical leap right there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be dunking by the age of 9.
Dude, I watched like videos of him talking, and it's just like
cringe.
You have no emotion.
It's not normal.
Like, did you ever see the video of him like testifying in front of Congress about like Facebook stealing people's data?
No. Wasn't it like he was drinking water and I was like shaking?
The weird thing is he does that, but then he turns around and I saw another thing where he had some sort of trial that he was dealing with like with Congress, and he had to like zoom in to the meeting because it was like during COVID. And he's in his backyard smoking a brisket.
Oh yeah,
Did you see that video? He's like, and he like trolls the panel, and he just goes, he just talks about smoking meat for his allotted time. Like, he doesn't address the issue. He just talks about smoking meat and why it's so much fun.
I just like the clip of him talking about Sweet Baby Ray's. so we're putting on the Sweet Baby Ray's.
Oh my God, dude!
Hey, did you get the Sweet Baby Ray's?
Yeah, he's like, actually, smoking is fun because you kind of just put the meat in there and then you wait. You don't really have to do much.
He is kind of funny though, because he did the metaverse thing, or how they're rebranding Facebook, and like the first announcement video, he did it in his house, and he just had a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's behind him. like on his shelf. He just had the sauce on the shelf.
Dude, how many like middle-aged moms are gonna be confused and pissed when like the app changes its name, and all of a sudden they can't find the Facebook app on their phone, and they don't know what happened to it?
Pissed.
We're gonna be like, I'm gonna hear it from my mom like, where's
Facebook?
Where's
Facebook? No, Mom, it's Meta now. It's called Meta.
Mom, this is good for you. You need to get off that. Like, we have a problem.
Honestly,
we need to sit down.
Honestly,
yeah, it's bad.
I find that the only people who use Facebook now are parents.
Yeah,
like there's no like youth on Facebook.
I still don't have one.
I don't have one. I refuse to get one.
I never made one.
I get told by so many people, dude, just get a Facebook. Like my girlfriend says it, my mom says. I'm like, I don't want one. I don't need one.
Same. Old lady says that. My old lady says that.
Yeah.
Mom says get a Facebook, but no.
What do you need a Facebook for?
I got Twitter and Instagram. That's enough. Like I don't have a TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
I heard that, and good for you.
Good for you.
Well, because I see what it does to people. I'm like, I don't want that, man.
I love when I'm on TikTok and the dude pops up and he goes, "You've been scrolling for a while. How about you get some food and drink some water?"
I've never had that.
You've never had that? I think it was last night and I couldn't sleep. Yeah. And I was on there for like 2 hours and dude's like, How about you take a fucking break, bud? I'm like, all right, fuck.
You know what it is too, though, is I don't get it because all the stuff gets reposted on Instagram on the Explore page, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like if I want to find it, it's
that's very true.
That's what Jacob does because he doesn't have TikTok. He just watches the Instagram reels.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. And like literally every social media platform has like that reel type thing now. They have it on YouTube.
Didn't Twitter get rid of it? Oh no, that was Fleets. So it was like stories.
Yeah. Oh, that was. Did Twitter get rid of that?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, okay.
That didn't laugh.
Yeah, I didn't like when all of a sudden all the platforms just tried to copy each other. Because then it's like, well, I might as well just use one because it's all the same shit. Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, dude. They're just gonna try and copy and steal stuff from them.
Yeah.
Money.
That's what it is.
It's all about that chicken, man.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Of course.
I got a wide variety of CDs in my car right now.
Okay.
What's your guys' variety in your car right now?
I don't really use CDs. I almost always just kind of use the aux cord.
Unless
I don't own very many CDs, I'm more of a vinyl.
Okay, vinyl. I respect it.
I have a ton of vinyl, but I was driving my grandpa's Corvette when my car was getting fixed, and there was no like aux or anything, so I had all my CDs, and it's a lot of Blink-182. I got 2 MGK CDs, and like just like pop punk stuff.
See, I don't have any new CDs. It's all from when I was a child. Oh, that's nice. Crispy.
Yes, this right here is why I'm in love with vinyl. I just go crazy for color pressings.
That's awesome.
Insane. So I got like this one. That Weezer record's blue. I got a Nirvana record that's like purple.
See, now I shouldn't have wore pants because this boner hurts.
Oh, I got a boner.
But no, so my CD variety right now is I like I said, I got it all from when I was a kid. So I got, the Kids Bop, dude. Come on.
Because nobody buys CDs
now.
now.
No. I got Kids Bop. I got Hannah Montana.
I hate that you have Kids Bop because I don't know if I don't remember if he did this like when you were in high school, but during weightlifting and 0 Hour, Mr. Bonsteel plays Kids Bop over the freaking speaker, and it pisses everyone off.
See,
he loves it.
We would like own Bonsteel and be like, Bonsteel, take that off right now, or we will have consequences.
Well, you know what the thing is I feel like your class had a bunch of just big tough guys, and then you get to my class where everybody's just 6 foot tops and weighs about 170 pounds.
Everyone devolved.
Yeah.
Oh, and the weird thing is too
so
we were all like bros with Bonsteel. That was the weird thing.
we are too.
Yeah,
I still text him.
We never. Yeah, I still text him. He's a great guy. I love Bonsteel.
Yeah,
but
I want to get a beer with him here soon.
Dude, he'd be fun. I feel like he'd be fun to drink with.
He came to my brother's 21st, I think, or something like that. Yeah, he came to that. Saw him drinking some Brujas. But anyways, CD mix, Kids Bop, Jonas Brothers, Hannah Montana,
J Bros, love the J Bros.
Nickelback. We'll change up.
Nobody respects Nickelback.
Yeah.
They have good stuff.
I actually enjoy Nickelback.
No, some of the stuff actually kind of like is a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, I'm sick of Rockstar. I don't care for that anymore. Photograph is a good one to come back here and there. Anyways, wait. There's another one that I used to vibe to in 4th grade.
Like a Nickelback song?
Yeah, Nickelback. It was Burn It to the Ground, I think.
Yes.
That's the old
freaking
Monday Night Raw theme.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw. See, I never watched WWE when I was a kid. I always thought it was
massively into it when I was like 10.
Yeah, you had that Tyson Kidd. You had that Tyson Kidd
off,
haircut.
bro.
I'm always gonna bring that up. Ever since I heard that on the Once Upon a Thought pod, I was like, I looked that up. I looked up that dude's haircut, and I was like, oh, Garrett, why'd you do that? Why'd you think that was cool, man?
I was overcome by the culture, man.
Have you seen that haircut?
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pull this up.
Don't pull it up.
It's awful.
Don't pull it up.
It is awful.
Pull it up.
Anyways, the last 2 CDs that I have in there are, I think it was Burn from My Dad, Johnny Cash.
Okay.
Johnny Cash is good.
And then one of the cars I bought came with a Gucci Mane CD.
Gucci Mane?
Yeah. That's a wide variety. That's how that explains my music.
Hannah Montana to Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
Imagine middle school Garrett with the Tyson
bro.
You did not do that.
For a day, and I got mercifully bullied and went home and cried.
Was it wasn't just from Hayden, though? Wasn't it?
No, it was like everybody, but...
everybody did?
Yeah,
He just
dude.
gave you the hardest time.
Hey, it's the past, baby.
It's the past. Look at us now.
I love Hayden, though. Hayden's fun. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Good guy.
He's over in Tennessee right now.
Is he really?
What's he doing there?
They're riding razors.
He's enjoying that. Yeah, he's the gear guy on his shoulder.
He's a big snowmobile guy.
Yeah.
Massive snowmobile guy. He's itching to get to the snow.
I believe it.
I've never been snowmobiling, but I've heard it is so much fun.
I haven't since I was a little kid when my dad was here.
is he itching what kind of way for the snow?
Mm.
Like, are we talking... We going skiing?
Going skiing. I've never been skiing either, dude. I want to go skiing.
I don't think you guys are picking up the terms that I was talking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Because you said itching with snow, and then put two and two together.
Boys like the party?
I heard it's snowing in the bathroom.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Rally the troops.
All right, boys.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm just kidding.
Come back freaking wired.
All right, boys. So,
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have been that wired on pre-workout though.
Oh, all the time. I love it.
Oh my god, man, dude, have you ever taken Total War?
Yeah, not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan either because of what it did to me.
Really?
I took 2 scoops of it at one point in time. There you go. But then I read the serving size and I was like, no, half a scoop is your typical serving size.
I did not know that.
Yeah, half a scoop of pre-workout's the serving size for Total War. I took two scoops.
It's good to know now.
Now, granted, I did hit my max on bench. I got a PR on bench. I hit 255. And
there we go.
Let's go, baby. And then, but yeah, I was like all itchy and just kind of like I honestly thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Ran all the way home. It's like I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, Jarrett Chappell was talking to me about one time too. Like he's had some like pretty scary times with a pre-workout, and he's like, "Yeah, I took too much Total War one time, and I broke out in hives."
I believe it. I never took really in high school.
That stuff is like cocaine. Man.
Yeah, it's not good.
Just wired.
I'm severely addicted to it now.
That's why I don't.
Well, you just have such a better workout.
Yeah, you need to try Stim Free.
Yes,
I love it.
Have you ever bought supplements from a company called Steel?
Yes.
Yeah. I did like the sampler pack thing that they did.
I love it.
The stim free one worked good. Now granted, I did like what was the one that I tried that had stims in it? It was Amped. Okay. Amped AF.
Yeah, yep.
I had one of the best workouts of my life on that, dude.
See, I think I got the same sampler pack, so I've had all that. Yeah.
I like their stuff too because I found like I didn't crash very hard off of it, which is nice.
Yeah. And that's pre-workout talk.
Yeah. Should we start a side podcast about working out?
No.
We've joked so many times about talking about side podcasts. We had talk about good housekeeping.
He said no.
Just because you guys are talking about pre-workout and I don't do it anymore, and I was just like, sounds funny.
Funny thing is I talk about all this, but I haven't worked out consistently in over like a year. So it's just like, this is just from past experience.
Yeah, I've just now been getting, this school year, been getting back into it. Because in the summer, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, in the summer, it was tough.
I got a pretty good workout, though, at Home Depot. Just walking around all day for 8 hours. For sure.
When I worked at Gordon's in the summer, it's like you never stop moving. So you can already get, like, good cardio during the day. For
I was checking my steps on, like, 25,000 steps, like 9 miles. In my boots, steppers.
When you're like lifting stuff too, like that's like I'm lifting like 50-pound sacks of flour and putting it on like a top shelf.
That's what was nice about working in lumber, because then because lumber we got to do the concrete too. So really? I got to lift all the big bags of concrete, like 80 pounds and all that stuff. Yeah, that was fun.
See, your boy worked in an office this summer, so I don't.
What'd you do?
I worked back home at my dad's place, just doing some like CAD stuff. So that was pretty cool. Now I have had past jobs where like working for the county. Yeah. I suggest that. That's the easiest job I've ever had in my life. Oh, yeah. I drove in the truck all day, like a pickup truck. I did nothing. Really? Yeah, nothing? We would work 10-hour days. So Friday would be like overtime and just do 8 hours. And they would legit say, go hop in like a cold patch truck, which is like you fill in potholes and just drive around until you find them. And we would like, there's a spot in the corner.
So you don't even fill the potholes. You just point them out. Basically.
No, we'd fill it in. Like we'd throw it in. Like it was called cold patch, but I don't know what exactly it is. It never worked half the time because we'd have to go back and fix it. But yeah, doing that was super easy. I
thought about doing something similar to that last summer. I was like browsing job openings, and the Jackson District Library was hiring bookmobile drivers. So they have like this like van that goes around that like has books so people can like get books like if they can't make it to the library.
Do they have those like boxes? Like you can check out books through a box. Like you take one.
I know you're talking about.
Take one and put one.
Do. But yeah, it's like it looked like I was driving like you would have been driving around like a mail truck basically, like how they're shaped. It's like a mail truck. And they were gonna pay something like $17 or $18 an hour to do it.
Oh.
I don't know why I never took it. I just stayed at my Gordon's job where I make $10 an hour.
Yeah.
Making scraps, but
my dream not a dream, but what I always wanted to do was be the USPS driver around town.
Mailman.
So everybody knows you.
Yeah, but you have to be 21
really?
to get that job.
Why?
Because it's a U.S. you're in the government. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Shitty.
Oh, so like I can vote at 18, but I can't have a government job?
I can't drive a mail truck.
Can't even buy a Nick stick when you're not 21.
Bullshit.
I didn't even get grandfathered into that. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
I was 20. I was 19 or 20. What the hell?
You can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I wish there was a
bullshit.
grandfather
I
on
think
that.
all that stuff needs to be the same number, like the same age.
Yeah.
Like, cause if you think about it, it's like if the logic goes is like if you're capable of going overseas and possibly dying, I think you should be allowed to go walk into a bar and have a beer if you want to.
Yeah, or smoke a fucking skag.
Yeah, or if you're seen as like responsible enough by the government to vote in the next president, you should be responsible enough to, you know what I mean, like
the only
go buy
thing,
drinks or
the only
whatever,
thing I
or
do like about that though is that
you can buy a house at 18. You can take out a mortgage. Like you can.
That's true.
It's like, oh no, you can take on crippling debt at 18, but you can't drink.
I think it's better though for like drunk driving and stuff.
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
Yeah, but I'm
drunk
saying is like
driving.
all I'm saying is like just make it all one age then. Don't make it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like if you want it to be 21, make everything 21. Don't make
I feel
some
like that
18 and some
would
21.
almost be better too, in terms of like voting in the military
yeah.
too. You know.
Then, I mean, you get more mature. Like, dude, if I was able to drink at 18, I would be like numb. My brain wouldn't work.
Yeah.
To say, I feel like and I mean, this might sound stupid coming from me being an 18-year-old, so I don't so don't take my word for it. But I feel like people that I know at least mature so much in between 18 and 21.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, like you kind of you become a grown up in a way. Like
It's like a shock once you get out of high school and like you're on your own.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hits you in the face.
so
Like that.
I've only been here for a couple months, so I've only been out of the house for a couple months, and like I can already feel that like a little bit. Like I just kind of I feel older. You know?
It hits you
It's
almost
awesome.
instantly too, because you
'cause
get that realization. You're like, I'm not gonna have my mom or my dad to, ask for help or anything.
Yeah, and you got to run to the grocery store for whatever.
That's what I've learned.
fucking
Like being a freshman and not dorming.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's sweet.
I like
would've
it a
done
lot.
Yeah.
And you know what? Living off campus, you save money.
Oh yeah.
You actually do save money. They screw you on room and
Oh
board,
yeah.
dude.
Then you have
to
better
pay for
time.
everything.
I
It's so
hate-
stupid.
I hated the dorms.
Dude, and you know what it is too? The thing is like my parents were, well, it's like if you're not dorming, like you're gonna be like disconnected from it. I was like, dude, I got all these people around me.
Right.
And, like,
Yeah.
I'm like right down the road from campus. I'm about as on campus as off
Yeah.
campus gets.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
I can see that where you're like not with people and disconnect. But it's like go out and about. Like if you do that, you'll be just
I can
fine.
walk to campus. You know what I mean? Or like funny thing happened the other weekend. Like we were. Emma and I were trying to find someone to hook us up. Like we were striking out with everybody, and we were like, let's just go ask one of the neighbors. We literally walk next door. The first door we knocked on, this girl opens the door and she's high as a kite. I could smell the weed from the hallway. She opens the door. She's like, "What's up?" And we're like, "Hey, this is a weird question, but like, how old are you guys?" And they're like, "Huh?" We're like, "We just need somebody to buy us stuff." They're like, "Oh, okay, or whatever." And I was like, "Have you guys ever gotten?" Because they were like, "Yeah, we got fakes." And I was like, "You guys ever get stuff from Harry's across the street?"
Yep.
And her boyfriend walks up, Byron. This guy Byron. Great dude.
We're at Byron's Coney Island.
Yeah, shout out to Byron. Byron goes, "Oh yeah, y'all guys need stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I got you. Let's go." And then we're like, "Sweet." And he goes, "Wait, let me hit the J before I leave." And he walks over and he hits it, and then he walks us over there. He's like, "Ain't nobody help y'all?" I'm like, "No, man." He's like, "Man, I was a freshman once. I got y'all. Anytime I'm here, I got y'all." I was like, sick.
The hospitality around.
I was like, it's that easy. Like you walk next door and you just talk to people.
Then it's like college. Like you can, like you said, you can find people that buys you that stuff, or like get a fake ID, dude. All the people want around here. Like you need to go to places that say liquor store. Yeah. And they need and want your money, so they're gonna sell it to you if you just show a proof.
That
ID.
was the funny thing too about going to Harry's was we're standing like outside, the doors open, the workers can see us telling him what to get us, and they're like looking at us, and he's like, "Y'all need this, and this," and we're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "All right," and then he walks in there, and 5 minutes later walks out with a bag. And we're like sick.
That's tough.
We're like sick.
That's awesome though.
But it was like it's that easy to just, and people are, I feel like, so much mature now, like in college. Like it's so easy to make friends because people just don't care about all the stupid shit we cared about in high school.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's what was big for me getting out of my shell from high school. It was as soon as I got to JC, and it was just around people I'd never seen before.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to like meet people who you have almost nothing in common with, and somehow you still connect. But I mean,
beauty of college.
for me, it's just dudes I went to school with. So
yeah, that's kind of how I am too.
Yeah.
Honestly, looking back at it, like,
yeah.
still talk to you guys obviously, and like people that in my grade.
Yeah.
It just happened.
That's the thing though, is like in high school, like I tolerated very few people. Like there were very few people at Leslie that I liked, and so like I made it out with like people like you guys who like are chill and like good people.
The vibes, man. Fucking vibes.
Again, like you said, who would have thought these two guys, shy dudes in high school?
That's what I was thinking when I was listening to it. I was listening to the.
I didn't talk to anybody in high school. That was fucking weird.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, dude. I knew you crack jokes.
My thing in high school was earbuds in, beeline from classroom to classroom. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I don't want to be here. So many people would be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I just look like this. Like I'm fine." Are you mad?
I only talk to people that like I played sports with.
Yeah, me
stuff.
too. That or pretty much my Clash Royale friends who sit at the bench and play that every break.
Oh, dude, I never got into games like that.
Not to get off topic here, but did you see what they put in Jackson? What? It's like a pizza vending machine.
Oh, I did see that. It's by the Springport Road, Bigby.
Yeah,
like
pizza vending machine. That's gotta be unsanitary.
I know. I've heard they're good.
E. coli.
I've heard from multiple people that they're really good. You walk up, you put your money in, and you wait like 5 minutes, and it like makes you a pizza.
Yeah.
I would assume they're probably frozen.
Yeah, definitely.
I would think they would have to be, and then it just cooks it.
You think it's Jax or DiGiorno?
It's definitely a Red Baron.
I like the Screaming Sicilian. You ever had that?
Actually, yes, I have. It's good. Not bad.
I've never had.
Have you guys had the One Bite pizza by
No,
Barstool?
I want to though.
Yeah, I want to. I don't know either. I want to too. Go to Walmart and get it here soon.
Might have to try it.
Do you ever find yourself saying that tagline every time you eat pizza?
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
I swear, I catch myself saying it unconsciously every time I eat pizza.
Me and Hayden did a video once.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
We said we're at the corner of 38th and Baldwin.
Did you guys just go to like Domino's or something like that?
Yeah.
Because
we got the Domino's. All right, one bite, everybody knows the rules.
Everybody knows the rules.
We're doing it, and there were like 5 people just watching us, and we're like...
See, are you guys big into like Barstool podcasts? Because I'm a big Barstool guy.
The thing is, I love Barstool Sports, but I never actually get around to listening to the podcast. I think I've listened to like 1 or 2 episodes of that BFFs podcast, which I've heard is okay. I never listened to Call Her Daddy.
Me either.
I've heard it's funny though, or it was anyways before that like changed. But
I'm like,
do you listen to KFC Radio?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
I like KFC. He's funny.
I like it because they have comedies or comedians on there.
Yeah. So it's like you can do bits and it's funny.
Yeah.
Like
I don't listen to enough podcasts. I was there like in the summer when I was doing the other show. Like I was listening to a bunch of different stuff, but now I'm not really.
I find that I listen to a lot, but there's only like 2 or 3 that I would say I listen to regularly. Yeah. So it's like Joe Rogan podcasts I listen to regularly. What was the other one I listened to? It's called Your Mom's House. It's Thomas and his wife. They're really good. And then I listened to the TMG podcast, Cody Cohen, Noel Miller.
See,
fucking hilarious.
Mine are like all sports. I listen to Pardon My Take, which is Barstool. Yeah. I listen to the Pat McAfee show.
Pat McAfee's great. I love Pat McAfee, man.
I fucking love him, dude. He's my guy. That one. I listen to a bunch, dude. Like I Bussin' with the Boys. That's Taylor Lewan and another guy out of Tennessee.
Nice.
They're good. But yeah, I'm just a big sports and kind of like a little bit of gambling to get the hits for the weekend.
Yeah.
Get the beats.
Yeah. But no, I do listen to Joe Rogan here though. The only thing is like his are just too long for me.
They're really long. Like, the one thing I like though about Joe Rogan is that he has so many different types of guests. Yeah. So there's always something new to like talk about. So it's like really interesting.
Well, he's done like 2,000 episodes.
Well, he's been doing this podcast for how many?
2011, I think, or something like that.
No shit.
Yeah, I think so.
He's been doing it for a long time.
I like his ones with comedians more just because, like, they get off politics, dude. Like, I don't want to be hearing that. Like, with comedians, they just tell stories and this and that. Like, the one with Theo Von, that one was hilarious. You have to listen.
Theo Von's hilarious, though.
I love that guy.
He's funny.
I like the one with Joey Diaz.
Oh, I love Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz. Hell yeah.
Awesome, dude.
He's so sweaty.
I follow his TikTok and just get, like, a bunch of videos of him, like, telling jokes and stuff. Yeah. It's pretty funny.
I like the ones that he's done a few with, like, Bill Burr and Burt Kreischer, who are 2 of my favorite stand-up comedians. That were really, really funny, dude. Have you ever, like, listened or watched any of Bill Burr or Burt Kreischer?
Oh, yeah. I love those guys, too. Dude.
We were joking about the machine bit. That
I heard that. I didn't know that. Like, I've never really heard the machine part. Like, I knew of it, but I never heard the origin story.
Can we take a break so I can show this to you guys? Because both of you have not seen it.
We can take a break after I announce this big news.
Okay, what's the big news?
My 9 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. Dude gave us next week off both days.
Oh,
Why is that?
Because we have to film.
Oh,
let's
It's
go.
my film class. We
That's
gotta
awesome.
shoot.
Nice.
Yes.
Are we shooting POVs or what?
Wait, what?
It's for the hub. Hub exclusive.
Premium?
We couldn't secure a
It's
premium
free.
vid.
Subscription only?
It's free.
Premium's free.
we talking HD?
We're gonna take a break.
4K.
We're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna research. Bert. What a guy.
I love him, dude. I actually never saw that. Like, I've never seen any of his stuff on Netflix, but I just heard him on like podcasts, and he's phenomenal.
So funny.
Have you heard about his Mickey Mantle gene?
Huh?
Or he doesn't train for anything, and he ran a marathon without training.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard of people who have done that before.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
He can I think he stepped up and kicked like a 45-yard field goal one time without even trying.
How does he do that too? Because he's not in any sort of shape. You know what I mean? Like he's not.
No stretching needed, just ready to go at all times.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I have
don't
to
know how
stretch
people do
before I do anything. My body feels 50 years older than it really is.
Dude, I stand up and my like hip, knees, ankle, foot, everything cracks.
I always
Head,
say all the
shoulders,
time, I
knees,
was
and
like,
toes.
I know it's not good when I'm 18 and my knees click when I
Yeah.
squat. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
stuff like just cracks and pops out of nowhere.
My knees pop all the time.
Dude, I feel bad for my brother. His knees are messed up.
I believe
He
it.
got that. Have you ever heard of Osgood Slaughters?
Yep.
That thing where you get knots all over
Yep.
the place because you grow too quick. Dude, my brother. You look at my brother's knees. He's got like knots and
That's
weird
painful,
stuff
too.
Oh yeah, it's the worst. I had a minor case of it in high school and it sucked for like a couple weeks, but after that I was fine.
Yeah.
Dude, he had it all throughout high school. It sucked.
Man.
Sucked for him.
No, I get like my elbow whenever I like just try and like extend it, like especially if I'm like pushing weight or something.
Mm-hmm.
My lose feeling in my like my pinky, and it like shock goes up my arm.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it sucks for me. My wrists get tired when I play guitar. And that's sad. Like,
Anything I do, my body's just like, yeah, we've had enough. After a certain point, it's like, all right, you gotta stop.
Oh yeah, I feel that all the time.
that's how I know, like, sometimes, like, I'm worried because I want to go to more concerts, but I just know, like, my body's going to be a wreck afterwards.
The next day's a load up on fucking Advil and Tylenol.
What was the last concert you guys went to?
The MGK.
I know you went to the MGK. When was the last time you
I've
been to a
actually only been to one,
What is
and
it?
I went to Thomas Rhett a couple of years ago. It wasn't bad. It was all right.
Country.
It was with
My
like
girlfriend loves him.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
this fucking guy.
it was with my girlfriend and then like her friend. So I was like,
Right.
yeah, I can go along, dude. Whatever. Don't even care. Who is this guy even?
I don't even listen to him. Well, you guys may know him. I don't have a fucking clue.
No, it was a blast though. I liked it. It was down in Indiana, down in what's it called? I forgot what they call it, but it's like near Indianapolis. Their venue there. It was nice.
I need to go to more. I was supposed to go to one last summer.
I just wish
Then it got
tickets weren't
canceled.
so expensive.
Yeah,
dude.
you're telling me,
It's like
dude.
with streaming now, it's like the only money artists can make is off touring, and so it's like they gotta charge
Oh yeah.
ridiculous amounts.
That's my biggest thing is I don't want to like pay for that just to like I don't know what's gonna
I
happen.
mean,
or-
unless it's like my favorite band of all time and it's like a dream scenario, then that's when I feel a little bit better forking up more cash for tickets. But like,
Yeah, it depends on
was-
the person.
well,
Definitely.
like I was trying to find like Billie Eilish tickets to like take her to, and it's like nosebleed seats are like $160 a
Yeah.
piece, and it's like why?
Especially how popular she is. That's got to be.
Yeah, I was just like, I
tough
said,
to
didn't you
even
pay
get
like a ridiculous amount for your MGK tickets?
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 400 or something.
he was here in GR, wasn't he? Is that where you saw him?
He was in Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Okay. Because
It was still fun though.
Yeah.
Tony, who did Tony see in GR?
Post Malone.
Post
They were at,
Malone, dude.
I've heard his live shows are good.
That's my guy.
I believe it. He's a performer.
Yeah, he
He
is.
definitely, like I see the videos, he's all in.
Oh yeah.
Just
I
like
like his
singing
music a
his
lot
heart
too,
out.
because he's got a lot of rock influence, which is cool.
I'm excited for the
He's
new
got a rock
album.
background. Did you know that he used to play in like hardcore bands?
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I heard
he's
He played
that.
in like
he used to
metal
play
bands
guitar
and
and
stuff.
stuff.
Like he played guitar.
I think I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard someone else. I forgot who it was or where I heard it, but like they said that they were in like a screamo, and like now I think they're like gospel or something like that. I forgot who it was.
Yeah,
quite
it's
the
crazy like how
reform.
people have background. Like we like you and I like Swaco, and like
Mhm.
he's done like rap and stuff, but like he started out like playing like punk bands. So it's just like it's kind of cool to see like how people where they start and where they end up.
I think a lot of people like use a certain kind of music to get to where they need to be to get an audience, and then they go to like what they actually are like meant to do and what
Yeah.
their sound is.
Yeah, which is unfortunate that the people kind of have to like sell themselves out like that. But
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
And like in like today's music industry, it's kind of hard to break into like you know what you really want to do.
Yeah, I will
So
say
you have
though
to kind
that-
of go with the norm.
Yeah, I will say though that like now more than ever, it's a lot easier for people to self promote.
Yeah.
Like you don't like. I think the need for being on a record label is dwindling.
Yeah.
Because of like social media, like you can get huge off TikTok. Pretty much. Like you can just post music there and
get
like
paid
you just get huge.
promoting yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't need all that distribution dollars. And then I mean, of course, then once you get super popular, you might just do it anyways because you make more money. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Independence. I feel like independence
is the best way to do it. I mean,
and then
full creative direction.
Yeah, that's
you
what
keep
I was gonna
like
say.
all
You
the
can
royalties.
do what you want to do.
Yeah, you guys are really educating me on this because I'm very clueless to this stuff.
We love music.
You lose so much control over your art when you sign to a label because they can reject what you want to put out.
Well, and unless you're making them millions of dollars, like that's when they're going to tell you, "Hey, no, we want this because this is what's going to make money." So it's like there's times where if you're doing really well, they'll say, "Yeah, keep doing what you're doing because you're making us money." But the second something you put out flops, they're like, "No, you're going to start making this kind of music."
Or drop someone from a label.
Yeah, right. They'll just drop you.
See, the only thing I hear from this is like podcasts that sign with people or like they sign away their name to it, so like they don't get that money. Like they can't sell it eventually or whatever. Like Call Her Daddy's on Spotify now.
That was the big thing with Call Her Daddy with Barstool was like they thought they weren't getting paid enough, and then so they like it. Actually, the show ended up almost getting like canceled, and like I think one of the girls got like, kicked off or something. Like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I got super deep on that story when it was happening, but like they thought they were getting paid enough, and so they were going to try to get out of their contract. But then Portnoy was like, "No, I'll renegotiate so you guys can get some more money, but you only have like 2 years left on your contract, and then after that, you can go do whatever you want, make all the money you want." And they were like, "No, we want it now," and then it ended up like totally backfiring on them. Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember watching and seeing this stuff all over Twitter. I think I listened to a podcast on that too. I think he came out. Dave Portnoy did that.
Dude, how about the Joe Rogan deal with Spotify? Like $100 million.
Yeah, get your bag, man. Chase the bag.
How about his club going down in Houston? That's pretty huge, I think.
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
Not in Houston, Austin. He's getting a club, like a comedy club.
Oh, like starting his own.
Yeah, he's starting his own one. He said he's trying to do it like where like it's just like a freaking breeding zone for comics and stuff like
up
that.
and comers.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I love when people do that. So their goal is to just break new artists like that. Yeah, I love it. I love they do that when people do that in music.
Travis.
Yeah, always really what Travis Barker's doing right now, pretty much.
It's easy to come back to him for a lot of the things going on right now because he's a big influence
in so many different
the punk rock alternative community right now.
Have you guys heard the Trippie Redd and Travis Barker songs?
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of Trippie Redd, and the mix with Travis Barker was phenomenal.
I can't really think of very many times where Travis Barker was on something and I didn't like it.
That's true.
You know? He doesn't really miss.
He's a talent.
He blends with like anybody, which is the best thing. Because you could put him on any song with anybody, and it's gonna be good.
Is it like you ever listen to Suicide Boys?
A little bit.
He produces Suicide Boys, so it's like he produces rappers, and he produced like he worked on one of X's like albums before he died.
Yeah.
And he's worked with rappers too. Like he did a whole compilation or whatever with rappers and stuff, and went on tour with Lil Wayne for a while.
Little Tunchi.
Yeah.
I love that guy. I used to jam out to freaking God, what song was it? Learn How to Love or something like that in like 6th grade. I was talking that with Colin one time. There was I forgot what song. I think it was Just a Dream by Nelly. Oh, and we were talking about how like we didn't even have a girlfriend or anything, and like we'd hear that and be like, oh my god, like tear up. Yeah, yeah. I remember listening to that in the shower and just be like,
oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
You ever listen to sad music in the shower? Just not even sad. Just because sometimes I want to be like the music videos where the water's coming down, the R&B singers, they just hand on the wall and just, I miss her, man.
And nobody to miss. Yeah, there's steam coming out.
You sometimes feel like you want to live in a music video?
Yeah. Dude, all the time. Sometimes I act like I'm in a music video.
Blue. That music video, have you ever seen that one? That one's wild.
A long time ago. I like the Darude Sandstorm. It's just people running.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish MTV was still a thing.
Oh, yeah. They tried to
playing music videos.
Remember when they tried to bring TRL back a couple years ago?
Dude, and that's the thing. That's again why I wish I was born earlier. Dude, can you imagine if we would have been teenagers when TRL was at its peak, like in the early 2000s?
That would have been sweet.
That would have been great.
Boys, MTV is still around. Ridiculousness.
Yeah, we're the only fucking thing
I know.
on
there. OG MTV. It's like just music videos, man.
Ridiculousness and
I love Ridiculousness, though.
what's the one like the I don't know what it is, but it's that one beach show.
Jersey Shore?
No. It's the one. It's like rich white people in the valley or something. I don't know.
There's like so many different shows that's the same concept.
It's like something city, and it's some stupid reality show.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of reality shows. I hate it.
I only like the challenge.
Challenge.
They get people from the real world, and they do like kind of like Survivor type challenges and stuff.
Yeah. Some of them are I don't know, entertaining, not because they're good, but because it's so stupid that it's funny.
Like Jersey Shore.
Yeah, like it's just you're watching this and you go, this is complete garbage, but I can't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Guys, I think, get off topic a little bit, but I think the biggest thing of music that came out last night, T Swift.
Oh yeah, she did the reissue of Red.
Yeah. I looked at it this morning. There was a crap ton. I'm like, what are we doing?
This is perfect because I actually wanted to talk about something with T Swift today. So not only did she reissue Red, she's got to deal with Starbucks.
Ah, you talked about it on the radio show.
Really?
He did a bit on the radio show this morning talking about how celebrities have all these fast food menu deals.
Yeah, and they're shitty. Because her thing is, they're doing a thing because they do like the red cups for like Christmas time. But it's the T Swift drink, but it's just a caramel latte.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The funniest one.
You were right when you were saying that. It's like they're all just boring meals. There's nothing special about any of them.
The funniest one is J Balvin. His McDonald's meal is a Big Mac with no pickles. That's his meal.
It.
And
no pickles.
And but his fries with ketchup. It's just a basic ass meal.
That's just like something literally anybody would order.
He said no pickle, and they said we're gonna make so much money off of you.
It's the J Balvin way.
The J Balvin meal.
What was it that like Subway did like I'll take the Gronk or something like that?
Like Gronk had his own sub or whatever. Oh no, they did Jason Tatum. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, because they're doing a lot of athletes.
Yeah.
Because they have Tom Brady and Steph
Jason
Curry.
Tatum has his own like Ruffles chip flavor.
Oh yeah.
It's like spicy barbecue or
That's
something.
That's like Rap Snacks.
Yeah, Rap Snacks.
Rap Snacks.
The Migos chips.
Oh my god, dude! I saw. I think it was just like for like jokes or whatever, but it was Flight had his own Wendy's meal.
You're kidding.
It was like a joke. I don't think it was ever a real thing. But Flight came out and tried to say that he had his own Wendy's meal. All it was a 6-piece nugget, like a chocolate Frosty, and a Sprite.
Yeah.
That was just like. That's the thing is like they're all just.
It's just men. That's like.
Also, you notice too, it's always music artists.
Yeah.
Why is it like there's not like film stars? You know what I mean? It's just musicians. It's weird.
That's true.
It's like a weird
Nelly.
thing.
Nelly's is another funny one too because his is just a Whopper with cheese.
Whoppers don't come with cheese.
No, but his is just a Whopper. You put cheese on it.
That's stupid.
And a small fry.
That doesn't make sense.
He doesn't even get the big fry.
Like if you're gonna make like a signature thing, like have like a signature sauce or like a topping that you can't get on anything else.
Yeah, well, there's one that made sense, and that was Sweetie's meal.
Yeah, the Sweetie
sauce.
Oh yeah,
Sweetie, because I don't know if it was like some kind of random sauce and French fries on a Big Mac, and that one like kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
like that's a little different.
You can't order that anyway else,
right?
You know? So it's like
until somebody comes out with a filet fish on a McChicken, that ain't me, dude. I ain't messing with it. Are you kidding me?
Do you like the filet of fish?
No, God no. That's a total joke.
Every time me and my grandpa went to McDonald's, dude got the filet of fish.
No, you know what that is? That's a mom. That's a mom meal.
Yeah.
Is it?
That is a white woman meal. Every time I went to
fish sandwich.
Every time I went to McDonald's, my mom would get like Diet Coke and a fish fillet.
See, to be honest with you, I never really went to like McDonald's growing up.
Dude, I went too much.
Yeah, that's my problem. Is I get too lazy to cook.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I just want to go get something.
That's how last year was.
Like this morning, I made myself steak and eggs.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little steak and eggs. They're on sale.
Eggs,
I've been seeing a lot of TikTok stuff about steak and eggs.
Dude,
I've never had the combo.
It's a classic combo.
That's very good.
Really is.
You guys ever had beans for breakfast?
I've been seeing that. I'm not a fan.
That's a British thing.
Yeah,
beans
I think it
toast.
is.
I've seen people doing it like here though, and I'm like,
that's a hard pass, bub.
Yeah,
that ain't me, dog.
Big beans.
Dude, you know what? If I had like a meal deal at like McDonald's, you know what I would do?
What?
You ever? So think about this for a second. You take a McDouble.
Okay.
You split it in half, and in between the two patties, there's a McChicken.
I think that's a McGangbang.
Yeah, it's McGangbang.
That would be my signature thing.
Oh yeah,
McGangbang.
It's so good.
And then I would trademark the McGangbang, but I would name it something else.
Wouldn't call it a McGangbang. That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
McOrgy.
Dude, I remember when like secret menu items like was a big internet thing. That people were talking about. You ever had the McLand Air and Sea?
Oh, I've heard about that.
It's a Big Mac with a McChicken and a fillet of fish. Like it's all in one sandwich.
That's awesome.
That sounds gross.
It honestly does, but it's kind of awesome.
Sounds awful.
I heard a story that the Taco Bell in Jackson on Airport Road that you could like say like, give me the Jackson Taco Bell special, and they'd give you like a joint with it.
Oh, that was a thing at I saw a story. I can't remember where the McDonald's was, but they were like dealing meth, like crystal meth out of it. And the way it was is if you went up to the counter or the drive-thru and you said, "Can I get an extra toy in my Happy Meal?"
The fuck?
They'd slip some guy would slip crystal meth in there.
That's terrible.
It's like, what?
I was thinking about that the other day, like how easy it would be to sell drugs out of fast food places.
Oh yeah.
You just slip it in the bag.
Yeah.
And it's easy.
Oh yeah.
Last year, girlfriend's house, she lived downtown in like a very like sus area. And like we would see people walking around all the time, and like in fact actually the SWAT showed up one time to take care of them. Ooh. But I guess she was walking in and the person was like, "Hey, do you want to buy some socks?" And Rachel was like, "I'm good. I got enough socks. Thank you though." Man. Went inside, looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and it's a term for buying cocaine or crack. Yeah.
How the fuck do people come up with these slang terms for drugs?
Well, you gotta say it because you can't make it too obvious.
I know, but
cops.
socks.
What they're narcs.
Yeah, but okay, but if I was a cop and I heard someone say, "Hey, you want to buy some socks?" I'd be like, "That's a little suspicious."
Like, yeah, that's pretty sus.
I wonder if it's something for like the homeless, because the homeless like are like that's their biggest thing is like they want socks because their feet get like so like fungus or
like
out of
socks.
Yeah, like legit. Come on, man. But yeah, no, I don't know. That's the crazy like terms and stuff that people come up with is wild.
Oh, you know what? One thing I did hear that someone did at McDonald's that would probably be delicious.
What?
Get a McFlurry and you ask them to blend in an apple pie.
Oh,
I feel like I heard that.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Love a McFlurry.
Apple pie a la mode.
Put a little mode. Put a pumpkin pie in there too.
Have you had the pumpkin pies from McDonald's?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm more of a...
Speaking of McDonald's, do you guys remember when we used to have like the pancake eating stuff at the Leslie McDonald's?
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Oh yeah. You go in and be like, I'll buy like 10 of these, and it would go to like a fundraiser or something like that.
Dude, you know what my memory of that was? In middle school, we had a weird day where we did this scavenger hunt across Leslie.
Oh,
sounds familiar.
When you finished it, you got to go to McDonald's, and the whole grade ate at McDonald's. My class was the first one done. I went and I ordered, I think, about 10 orders of pancakes because for whatever reason, McDonald's pancakes are the shit.
Dude, those little breakfast platters, dude.
They they soak up the syrup and make like a sponge, man. Come on, look at that. You can't like that, or you have to like that.
It's the same reason why people love McGriddles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love.
Dude, when they came out with the chicken McGriddle, I about died. It's so good.
Sausage.
You never had it?
I'm a sausage McGriddle.
You ever had chicken and waffles?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
I love chicken.
It's like that in a sandwich.
I love it.
And that's fast food talk, boys.
Oh, gotta love it.
I want to go to that Chick-fil-A they just put in.
I went there the other day. It's not bad.
I've been once.
Somebody crashed their car
already
at the Chick-fil-A.
Good God.
I was at the light and like I hear right behind me, like 3 cars behind me, some dude swerved in the middle of the lane, knocked this car 2 lanes over to the like right in front of the Chick-fil-A line on the sidewalk.
Jeez.
Yeah.
People are going.
Dude, when you see car accidents happen right in front of you, it's so bizarre. I was driving down where was it? Baldwin Street in Jenison.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm driving down Baldwin, and that's a car in the other lane coming the opposite way. It was weird because nothing hit it. Out of nowhere, just like swerved and skidded across like right in front of us.
At that 4-way?
No. It was just like we were just driving down the road. Like out of nowhere, it just something like the wheel got turned or something, and it just like the back end like flipped out, and then it just slid across the road and like smashed someone's mailbox, and ended up in someone's driveway, and it was like right in front of someone. Like, what the fuck just happened? It's so weird.
I've been in my fair share of accidents.
It's also scary because like this summer I like almost died.
Yeah.
So.
Me too. I remember that. Yeah, I did in Leslie.
I did on Fitchburg.
Oh, you did?
I was on the way to my own open house. I was coming from my district baseball game. My girlfriend and I are driving back from my district baseball game, heading my own open house. We're going on Fitchburg, and out of nowhere, this van swerves into our lane, comes directly at us, hits us damn near head on.
Damn.
Out of nowhere. And there was nothing I could do but hit the brakes and brace for impact.
Jesus.
Like, I think out of nowhere, like, it came right at us, and I just screamed, shit, and, like, stepped on the brake.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember much after that because, like, when I opened my eyes, we were in the ditch, and we were mere feet from a tree.
Yeah. That was kind of me when I did it at the stoplight in Leslie.
Who hit you?
Haley Rivera, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I remember
it's so weird when, like, you get hit by people you know, too.
Yeah.
Right after school, right?
I was going through the light, and, like, it turned yellow, and I was like, I mean, I'm going to hit it, you know? And then, like,
speed up.
Yeah.
That's a suggestion.
And I was, like, close enough to where, like, it was fine. But obviously she flipped out or whatever and just hit the back of mine. It was not good. Totaled it. I woke up, dude, like, my window was, like, glass everywhere on me, and woke up and I'm staring Miss Damaris in the face, and she's like,
oh my God, dude.
Yeah. I guess, like, people at McDonald's were like, yeah, he was flying, and I was like, fool me.
It knocked you out?
You just black out.
Yeah, that's really what happens. Like, when you get hit, for whatever reason, the time between getting hit and when the car comes to a stop, you just don't really remember it.
Yeah.
Like, you ask either me or Emma, like, we're both like, yeah, I don't really remember what happened other than the point of impact and when we got out of the car.
They say that, like, it's your brain shutting off or something like that.
You go to panic mode. It's like defense mode.
Yeah, it's like your body, like, defense against it, like, to, like, stop you from seeing traumatic stuff or something like that.
Did you see her hit you? Or was okay.
Yeah, like, I was going, and I remember, like, just, like, seeing, like, feeling like a jerk.
Like, out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah, I felt like a jerk, and then I was just like, Miss Damaris right there staring at me.
That was a scary thing for us, is because it was right here.
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere,
that's
van
worse.
coming right at us, and I'm sitting there going,
you don't know what to do.
I'm not going to swerve. Like, I can't go anywhere.
I guess, like, the only thing you really could do is just aim for the bushes or something.
Well, like, the thing was, apparently what their excuse was that there was a truck in front of, there was a minivan with, like, an older woman, an older daughter of hers, a son, and then, like, a little 4-year-old girl. Their excuse was the truck in front of us slammed on their brakes, and they stopped out of nowhere. And I'm like, well, yeah, you don't swerve into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, you're supposed to aim.
You
for
either
the grass.
put it this way, I was like, first off, you're not really supposed to swerve at all.
No.
It was like, at that point, just step on the brake and you rear end them.
Yeah.
Okay, it happens. And you know what? If you're gonna swerve, go onto the shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't come into oncoming traffic when we were going up a hill, so they couldn't even see us.
Yeah.
And, like, dude, it was so bizarre. We got out of the car, and we, like, walk over to the other side of the road. Their van was messed up. Wheel flew off. Like, like way worse shape than my car was in. And they're coming up to us, like, hugging us, saying, "I'm so sorry." And Emma and I are sitting there, like, going, like, "Get off of me! Like, don't touch me right now." Dude, it was insane.
What car were you driving?
It was a 2012 Impala.
Ooh.
Great car. I love that car. Which
it's a good car.
Sucked that it was told. It was like
the
first car. I was like, I love that car, man. There's so many memories in that car. But
I had a much different experience with my accident because I didn't see it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was leaving city limits after bowling practice, and it was like the in Mason. They each go one way.
Yeah.
And I was cutting across to turn left through the middle.
Like the Michigan lefts, like they have up here.
And so I looked, and, like, it looked fine, right? It looked okay.
It was okay.
So I go back to go, and I just get sideswiped out of nowhere. The lady was driving, like, a little Chevy Cruze, and she hit the back of my Hummer. All it did was pop off a little bit of the side plate.
That's awesome.
And then her car was just, like, completely smashed in.
Oh, that sucks. See, we were lucky, too, because, like, basically, like, we didn't hit them head on. When they swerved into our lane, they swerved again. And so they kind of just caught the passenger side of the front bumper. And if you go, and I can probably show you guys pictures of the car after this, but if you look, like, just, like, the front left part of the car is all crumpled up.
Yeah.
And it didn't ever, like, push into, like, the cabin. It just, like...
See,
totally.
That's kind of how mine was too.
Yeah, they hit where basically where
so they swerved all the way across your lane then.
Yep. So we were like, imagine like we're going up this hill, they're coming this way, and their truck stops. They swerve, see us, and swerve again. So they swerve farther. So they basically went all the way across, which is probably a better thing because otherwise they would have hit us dead on, and that probably would have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So they kind of just caught the front, like passenger side, and that all just crumpled straight up. And when they hit that, we slid into the ditch, and then their car like went all the way across the thing.
That's good podcasting there for you folks.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it was the most bizarre thing was waking up and seeing that we were feet from a tree.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just like, I could have just died. And I showed up to my open house like an hour later, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm fine," but like she was like way more shooken up than I was. And she was just
that's the biggest thing is the like shake up afterwards. You're just like wide-eyed and bushy-tailed.
You're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
And you're like, well, you know what I mean? Like, you're just kind of just disbelief.
The drive home in silence was fun when I got in my accident.
Oh yeah,
it was just because it was me and Sanchez, and we were just like,
like that just happened.
Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing we got to deal with now.
Near death experiences will do that to you.
I heard your car needs a radio, Garrett.
Yeah, it has no radio.
The Jag with the Beats pill.
The Jag needs a Beats pill to play music. Is what we have right now.
You might be in luck. I have a Kenwood from my old car from high school.
The thing is, I can't do like aftermarket stuff.
Oh, really?
Because it's a foreign car.
Yeah, it has to be Jag stuff, or else it like fucks with the security system.
I believe that.
Or something.
Don't buy foreign cars, people.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
I'm done with.
Don't buy old foreign cars. That's what it is. If you
Yeah.
buy a foreign car, just get a new one.
I'm looking at Pontiac Grand Ams right now.
Oh, yeah?
Something American just to get me through college.
A little more reliable. So
Yeah.
I got a Ford Fusion. I love it.
Yeah, you got a cruise.
Tug on another man's balls. Drive a Ford.
Oh, here we are talking about balls again.
Balls.
What's up with you and balls, man?
Yeah, you really
Like a ball in your hand or what?
The cock
you
and
ever
ball
have to
show.
untuck your nuts?
The cock and
Like,
ball
yes,
show.
but the cock and ball show.
The
Yeah,
cock and ball show. I'm cock, he's ball. It's an OG joke. You get it if you
that's
listen.
that's like first episode of the Once Put a Thought pod.
Mm-hmm. The cock and ball show.
You gotta go back and listen. I'm an OG fan.
OG.
Yeah. I haven't listened to that one yet, but I need to get to
It's funny. Him and Hunter are hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good fun.
Hunter's hilarious. He's like really kind of just interesting guy.
He'll be here tomorrow.
Huh?
He'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, really?
You guys about to run a pod?
Probably not. We're
Yeah.
gonna start it season 2, winter break.
Season
There
2?
you go.
Huh?
There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys do like a drunk pod one time, just for the one time.
There was one we did when we were pretty drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
I must have not listened to it.
I don't know which one it was. I think it's one that like the file fucked up, so it could only upload to SoundCloud,
Oh,
and it's just
it's a good thing.
yeah. It probably is. Probably wasn't the best work.
You should do it one time and just not tell them and see if they notice. Like,
See if
fans.
anybody like notices.
Yeah, the fans.
Dude, Tony used to tell me, he goes, "You guys were drunk during that, weren't you?" And I was like, "No." It's like, do we sound like that on
Like
thing?
talking about like our podcast?
When me and Hunter were doing
Oh,
it, he was like, "Were you guys drunk during that?" I'm like, "No."
No. You just
Frick
sound
off,
wasted.
I
dude.
swear, dude. I swear.
I was chocolate wasted.
Chocolate waste.
To get chocolate wasted.
Have you ever been chocolate wasted?
I've been wasty, my guy.
Wasted.
I think that's one of the classic movies.
Oh yeah.
Great. I just watched it the other day.
Yeah, we watched it like a month ago.
Grown Ups 2 is another classic.
That one's got Stone Cold in it.
That
Stone
one
Cold and
turned
Shaq.
out a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it was
Yeah.
going to be stupid.
Yeah.
Sequels to those types of movies are usually not great.
Yeah. I think they did good. I don't know. They shouldn't do another one though.
No.
Probably not. Well, we were talking, I think, last week about
Step Brothers.
Step Brothers 2.
Are they coming out with that or what?
I think the time to do it would have been like 10 years
I don't
ago.
know.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell has said constantly in interviews that I've seen, he's like, when the time's right, we'll do it, but we don't really.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
See, I don't think if the times hasn't
No.
been right.
I just know that if they did come out, people would go nuts for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would. I mean, regardless of whether it ended up good or bad, the hype around it would be
That's
Well,
insane.
It was just like Sherlock Holmes. Or
Yeah,
Holmes and Watson. Yeah. That one turned out poop. I read a review.
There was so much hype on it too.
Yeah.
And it looked funny, and then I watched it, and it was just like.
You just
'cause you
expect
know
so much when you put those
Well,
two
you know what
together.
the problem is now is when it comes to trailers for movies like that, all the best bits are in the
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah,
So
I
it
hate
becomes
that.
stale by the time you watch the movie.
It's like you've already watched it.
Yeah.
Not
the
my
worst.
kind of tea.
See, that's what's hard though about trailers, because you don't want to give up too much, but you don't want to.
You want to
Not
give
put in
enough
there.
to pique people's interest and
Oh, yeah.
get them to the theater.
See, I read a review on that Sherlock and Holmes where this cop, he's actually a comedian. He used to be on the Pat McAfee show.
Okay.
He said that his worst day was seeing that movie. He's told multiple people that, or went up to like parents' house and said that their kids are dead. And he said that was worst experience for him, like the movie watching that.
I feel like that's
I'll have to
a
find it
reach.
and show
That's
you guys.
awful, man.
I feel like that's a reach.
That's a bit much.
It's
You
just
think?
That's a little bit of his bit, I guess. I don't know.
That's got to be a bit. There's no way he actually thinks that.
No.
Could you imagine a movie ruined your day that much?
Yeah.
That it was worse than you telling people that their kids are dead?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Man has no soul.
And I think that guy was like flashbanged one time too. Yeah.
So that was still better than Holmes and Watson.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine getting flashbanged?
Oh, I do all the time. Fucking, you want to do it right now with the lights? Fucking flashbang. I used to do that, dude. I remember I did that to Miss Hart all the time. She's like, stop.
Senora.
Yeah, I gave her hell, and I feel so bad.
Dude, who was your favorite teacher to have at Leslie? Who's your favorite?
Are we talking? Miss Henry's with AP Calc. It was cool. Like, we didn't do much, and like we just shot the shit a lot of the times and listened to alternative rock.
She's super chill.
Yeah, she was chill.
She was nice.
I don't know.
I think she got a bad rep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if you didn't like her class, you really didn't like her.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
And she like didn't care that you didn't like her.
Well, there was times too where she would crack jokes that were kind of mean. I remember. You guys know John Cranmore?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, he was in a class with me, and I think he must have like got a question wrong or something, and I don't know if he was like complaining about it or said something. But she looked at him and said, "It's okay, John. I know math can be hard for you sometimes." And I'm like, holy shit.
She's ruthless, dude. She's ruthless.
Ruthless, yeah. She once roasted me because I mentioned that I liked DC better than Marvel. And so she just roasted me and roasted all the DC movies. I was like, you asshole. Like, what are you, like,
stop.
She roasted me in class one time. We wrote, I think it was pre-calc or AP Calc, one of the two. And she's like, every day she would put up the numbers that you got to do for homework or whatever. And my dyslexia ass.
Oh, I didn't know you had dyslexia.
I don't know for sure. I'm just,
I've been diagnosed. I
self-diagnosis.
I don't know how to read, so.
But like, I wrote down the numbers, and one of them, it was like 11, 13, 51, 17, 19. No. It was 11, 13, 15, 17. I wrote 51 and did 51. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to have to take a point off. I was like,
that's what I thought it said.
Yeah, I had to bargain with her about it, but I got the points back.
That's awful.
You said it's weird how it jumped from 13 to 51 back to 17.
Yeah.
No, dude, all-time favorite of mine had to be Bunker.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's
Bunker
up there.
He's such a good dude.
The only thing I have against him is he didn't let me into AP Euro.
What?
Did he just not like you?
I don't know, because I got 99s in his, like, my freshman year class, whatever he taught. Yeah. So I was, like, good student in his class.
Terrible at history, dude. I failed. Oh, I didn't fail, but I did bad. Like, that was my worst grades probably in high school.
I liked history.
I liked it, too. This is my thing, though.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I don't know why, but the way he taught, I guess that was the best way for me to learn, was just lectures and notes.
I remember his guillotine.
It can get boring. I will say, I can understand why people would find his class boring, because he kind of just sits up there and he just, like, reads from the lecture slides, and a lot of people fall asleep during his class. But
I fell asleep during every class.
I don't know. He's just such a nice guy. I really like him. He's a really down-to-earth dude.
Everything.
I liked O'Connell, too. O'Connell was dope.
O'Connell was an OG.
O'Connell was dope.
Yeah. See, I always fell asleep in Bunker's class. That was my problem. I have a problem with that.
As I said, and I can see why people would do it. You turn the lights down, and he's just reading from slides. So.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved him.
I used to fall asleep in Mrs. Hayes' class.
Dude, I fall asleep in every class.
Yeah. I felt really bad because freshman year I took her obviously because she did English 9.
Yeah.
And we read that book Night, which is like about like the dude from like who was in the Holocaust.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt so bad because I fell asleep while we were reading that book.
Disrespectful.
And no, well, because you know what the problem was? I sat at the seat that was up against the wall.
Up in the front?
No, I was more towards the back because like the way the seats were, so I was like up against the wall, so I could kind of just sit there and just kind of lean on it.
Oh yeah, I would do that.
And so I would sit there and I just start nodding back and forth. There's times where we were reading that book and I woke up like at the end of class and people were like, "Yeah, you like fell asleep, but you were like not like rocking back and forth like while you were." I was like doing this.
I do that all the time, dude. In class, I'll be freaking bobbing all the time. Nothing better, dude.
What? Do that. Fucking teacher staring right at you.
I love it when people fall asleep in class and teachers like call them out.
I think
Bunker would do the thing where he'd like throw stuff at him.
See, I love that. Yeah, we would do that too.
Or like he'd walk up and he'd drop a book like on a desk right next to him.
I feel like I remember that.
You remember Mr. Durr used to play like Terry Tate or whatever his name is, the office linebacker in class, and he did like that would be his best day ever when he would play that. Did you guys ever get that?
No, and my brother, I didn't get this in my econ class, which was weird, but apparently every Thursday in econ, my brother said that they watched Key and Peele.
Oh yeah, we would too.
But I never got that in my econ class, and I was pissed.
It depends on if
I like Dur though.
yeah.
I like Dur as a teacher. I think he gets a bad rap too.
Yeah,
he was cool. I liked him.
Yeah.
I was always cool when I had him.
I'm like, wow, he's a good guy.
I genuinely think he might have like prepared me the most for college.
Really?
Because like you had to read and then take notes, and then here's a quiz there like every week or whatever.
Yeah. That's why I liked Bunker too, because he pretty much just kind of taught it like a college class is taught. So I remember like having my first history class this semester. It was taught the exact same way.
Yeah.
And it was like a breeze because I was like, I've been doing this for 4 years. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Just something like just another day in the neighborhood. You know.
Dur was great because he brought us DeGroot. Remember DeGroot?
Who's DeGroot?
His student teacher.
Oh, I never got any of his student teachers while I was in high school.
Man had the biggest calves in history.
Really?
I bullied the crap out of that guy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Were you in my class?
I was with Jimmy. I don't remember if you were in there. I think so.
With Dorian?
Yeah, Dorian. Yeah. I had to get the talking from Mr. Durr a bunch of times because I was
The thing
bullying
that
him.
sucks about being so much younger than you guys, like I don't remember any of this shit. You guys have like all these like inside things, and I'm just sitting back like I graduated 4 years after you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, DeGroot was
kid.
he was a funny guy. I felt bad for him.
Now that I'm older, the Navy.
He used to get picked on by everybody, dude. He was a nice guy.
He was a good guy. I think
he was just a little goofy.
I think he had a little bit of something in him.
Asperger's or
something. Yeah.
Probably. Not a joke. He actually probably did.
I sometimes I find like people, it's like there's something like just a little bit off. You know?
Just
sometimes
a little tick.
I joke about my brother like that because he's like weird sometimes. So I'm just like,
control your ADHD or something.
No, I'm like, dude, you got to be on the spectrum somewhere. Like, even if it's super minor, you're just like, there's something about you that's just a little off.
Yeah.
Because he would do weird things to make me uncomfortable in class in high school, especially in German. So like when we took German together, and just like out of nowhere, he would like look at me from across the classroom and go, Aaron. I'm like, does this? I'm like, you're so weird. I was like, you're freaking weird, dude. Oh my god, man.
What's he up to? How's he been? I haven't talked to him in a while.
He's okay. He's playing basketball at Spring Arbor right now.
That's what I saw that. It's pretty dope.
He kind of had a rough go. He was supposed to play basketball at Concordia, Chicago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he got there, and it was not a good scene.
Yeah, I feel that.
He had bed bugs in his dorm.
Ooh.
Found mealworms in one of the blankets that were in there too.
Oh boy.
And he just said that he's like, I was on campus for 3 days, and just the people and the atmosphere. He's like, I'm not gonna do good here. He's like, I gotta leave. I gotta bounce. And it sucks too because the coach was like really big dick about it.
Really?
Yeah, like Aiden sat down with the coach and was just like listen, and I know I really wanted to go here for a long time, and he's like, but he basically just gave him the 4-1. He's like, I'm not gonna do good here, whatever. Yeah. And the coach was like an asshole about it, called him like a joke or whatever, and he's like such an asshole. I'm like, dude,
Christ. I had that too.
How can you be like that?
When I was leaving my offensive coordinator, I was like, hey, I can't be, I gave him an ultimatum. I was like, you got to give me more scholarship, or I can't be doing this private school stuff.
He's like, well, that's totally
it's normal.
I can't pay for school, dude.
And
because Lawrence Tech is not cheap.
No, and I was playing I deserved, I think, more than what I got eventually, but he just I gave him an ultimatum. I was like, hey, I can't keep on doing this. I already applied and I'm ready to move to the Grand Valley, and he's like, all right, do it then. Have a good time. I'm like,
didn't even try to help. Didn't even offer anything.
No, I'm like, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
that's just
college sports can be cutthroat like that. I feel like.
I was just about to say that's the nature of it. You got to think about it, though. They spend a lot of the time recruiting you, and then you up and leave.
Yeah, so it's I can understand why they'd be let down, but they got to understand, they're human. Yeah, things happen. Sometimes things come up, and I feel like that's the thing too about college sports is when you get to college, that's when it really becomes. No, your sport is more important than your school. Yeah, you know what I mean. Especially when you play at a high level.
Dude, I had my coach tell me he asked me, are you playing football or playing school? I was like, I'm paying for this school, not for football. What are we doing here?
Lawrence Tech costs about $45,000 a year to go to school there.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah,
I think that's it. That's why I ended up not choosing to go there. When I toured, I was like, I can't afford this.
So, were you gonna do audio engineering? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to go.
Yeah, because I knew they had a good program. But then I looked at the price tag and I'm like,
yeah.
That was the same thing I was going to go to. I looked at 2 other schools. Middle Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this place in Florida called Full Sail. And both of them, I was like, this looks sick. One of the best programs in the country. I'm going to succeed. And then I look at the price tag and I go, I can't do that. I can't afford that. So that's why I ended up coming here, because it was just like they've got this multimedia journalism thing.
I was just about to ask you guys that. What is it? Like, you guys are on the radio? Explain that.
You do all kinds of stuff within the major. So it's, well, he's a film major, but he takes certain classes. It's kind of this. It's in a similar.
Yeah, I have a lot of like communications classes.
Yeah, so it's all part of the school of communications, I think. So
yeah, a lot of my film stuff falls under the school of communications.
Yeah. But like
this is my third communications class.
Really?
Yeah.
So like the multimedia journalism major, it's like super broad. So it's journalism, but it's also like, I mean, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but it's also media. So it's like radio, film, television, like social media. Like you kind of learn like all how to navigate and work in like all these different forms of media. And so it's like a super broad program, which is what I like, because it's like I get my foot in the door in all sorts of different things. I can do so many different things with this degree.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I want to produce music for a living. Like, that's my end goal. Yeah. But, like, I also enjoy writing. So, like, I write for the Lanthorn here. I write
really?
For the school paper.
I did hear about that. That's awesome.
So it's like, with this degree, it's like I can do so many different things. And, like, as a career, like, that would be so cool if, like, I wasn't always just doing the same thing. I always got, like, my foot in different places. So.
You should go to the ship. Go to Barstool, boy. Do some
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do some blogs and then
I would love to work for Barstool. I've heard it's so great to work there.
I heard it's also, like, kind of like... I don't know, like a cult almost. Like you get in there and they're like,
you gotta worship Dave.
Not worship Dave, but like you gotta like, I don't know. I heard like people that like their first time there, like for 3 months, they don't talk to anybody or anything, and then eventually they warm up. It takes a while, I guess.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's kind of like because from the vibe I get from watching things like that in terms of how they are as a company is like working there is like. It's almost kind of like being in a frat where you get hazed for a little while, and you're as a newbie, you're kind of a loser. But then like the longer you're there, the more you kind of like gain people's trust, and then they're cool with you. So.
I feel like that's how it is with like a lot of like the big corporations,
especially media, big media corporations like that.
Mm-hmm. It takes a little bit to get like acclimated to everything, and
yeah, you gotta be the intern that goes gets coffee.
Yeah, you basically like you got to be somebody's bitch for a year, and then
bitch work.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot like being in a frat. Like you do the hard work for a little while, but then you earn your spot, and then once you have your spot, you're there for. Yeah. I mean, you've got people in your corner for life. So,
tell me a little bit about your little major and everything here, Garrett.
Yeah.
I'm interviewing you now. Here.
I'm in the hot seat.
Yeah.
So it's film and video production, and it's basically any aspect of film you can get into with the degree, whether it's like producing or screenwriting or anything. I don't know what I want to do because I want to direct, but that's hard to get into. Yeah, I want to screenwrite because I write like my own stories and stuff. Mm-hmm. That's like my end goal is to see like one of my stories just on the big screen.
Yeah. That would be dope.
That's kind of why I love like the MMJ majors, because it's like I'm kind of the same way with you. It's like I mean I have like an idea of what I want to do, but I don't necessarily have like this set path as in like this is the career I'm going to do, this is the thing I'm going to do every day. Like I kind of want to just do a little bit of everything. Like I just want to like make stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom the other day because I was like I don't really know what I want to do, and there's like so many things I'm interested in, and like I have different, I guess, outlets because we do this, and then I have my film classes, and then also I'm interested in like starting a YouTube channel to do games and stuff. Yeah. And there's so many things I want to do. I just don't know how to like tie down one. Yeah. And see like the film classes I have, I feel like I'm not learning anything. Okay. It's not. I mean, it's like hands-on, but we don't get enough hands-on practice, and they kind of just throw you out there and like, all right, here's a project, you go do it.
I feel that too, like transferring. I went to Lawrence Tech, and now here, like Lawrence Tech was all know the book, know everything about the book. Whereas here, like I made a robot.
Yeah, I did. You actually do stuff. Yeah, like, that's why I like to think about a radio is like we do very little in class. Yeah, we kind of he just kind of like tells stories like in class about his radio career. And he's like, okay, you have your show during the week, go do your show. Yeah, is that
like your guys' test or quiz or what?
It's technically worth like 80% of our grade basically. That's awesome. Like the final project, you make a demo tape, and it's just like a tape of all your bits that you've done, like all your best bits over the course of the semester. And so he's like, you're going to basically present it like you're applying for a job. That's awesome. He's like, you make your demo tape and you turn it into me. Yeah. He's like, and like that's like as if you were applying to a radio station to be a DJ, basically, which is cool. Yeah. So
see, and then doing this class, I've almost become more interested in that than like the film aspect. Mm-hmm. And that's like, it's so hard to like know what I want to do when I'm starting to do other stuff and I get more interested in one thing and then start doing another thing less, even though I still want to do it.
If I were you, I would change your major to MMJ. I really would.
I was thinking about that.
I really would if I were you, because graduating with that and taking more classes within that major, you're gonna learn so many more skills and you're gonna be able to do so many more things. Because I mean, what's better than doing everything that you enjoy and making money off of it? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I just want to I want to be able to monetize all my interests. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
That's why, like, I've kind of, like, wanted to steer towards this more as a career path. Like, if I could podcast for a living and we could get paid.
It's a grind, baby.
It's a grind.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like for me, it's like making music, writing, doing radio. You know, it's like I love music. Like, I want music to be a part of everything I do. Mm-hmm. So it's like music podcast, do the radio. I write a lot of the times about music for the paper. So it's like, you know.
I've also, like, kind of wanted to do this more and get, like, this way to get my foot in the door. Yeah. To eventually then be able to maybe do some film stuff and send out some screenplays, see if they get picked up.
Oh, yeah, because, like, doing stuff like this, if it picks up enough, you can go to employers and be like, hey, like, I do this podcast, it's really popular, I can make things, I can produce things, you know, I have skills that you want in people.
And with the internet today, this is almost an easier way to, you know, strike gold and get paid off stuff is TikTok and YouTube and podcasts.
Media, baby.
Media is the way to go, and especially the way that film has become so much more, like, stream oriented. I feel like it's harder to get stuff picked up. Yeah. Because you can't just... I don't know. They don't make movies and stuff for the cinema anymore. They make it for online.
Yeah,
that's like basically
best actors moved to Netflix. They do Netflix.
Yeah, and like you can just do YouTube instead, kind of thing.
Talking on that, you guys listen to Pat McAfee show and everything, right?
Every once in a while, yeah.
There's one guy from Williamson actually that's part of his team, Evan Fox. He does all the film and everything. It's cool. Like, I think that would be dope to work for him.
Mm-hmm.
If I were you, I would do that, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
Get stuff, like, put together and, like, get some film and stuff, because if you can do that, dude, you can make good money.
Mm-hmm. Like, I was just thinking, too, like, talking about, like, me, like, writing for the paper and doing journalism and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what would be cooler if I was, like imagine if, like, I could do, like, music journalism. Like, what is cooler than going around and interviewing your favorite bands? Writing for, like...
The Stone or something?
Or, like, Pitchfork or Alternative Press or, you know, something like that. Like, what's cooler than that? Like, I've always thought about, like, not even, like, just for shits and gigs, not even because it's for anything, just, like, hitting up, like, the marketing team of some band and just saying, hey, I write for the school paper and I'm going to do a piece on the band. And then, boom, you get handed backstage passes. You can go interview the band. Like,
and you're a roadie.
Yeah. Cool. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to be a roadie.
Roadie would be dope.
That's awkward. We just said that at the same time.
Dope.
Whoops.
Dope.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well,
we got off on the tangent there, huh?
That was
exhilarating.
We've been talking for a while, boys, but you know what? It's been enjoyable.
It's been fun.
Enjoyable.
This has been great.
It's nice to have a third voice in the room sometimes. You know, just get an
definitely gonna
take.
have to have this guy back.
I was gonna say, if you guys need me back,
we'll have you back.
Oh yeah, you'll be
schedule's
back.
free.
And who knows? You could show up on any 3 of the podcasts here on Mike Check Studios.
That's actually what I was thinking about. Mix it up.
Or who knows? We could always start a 4th.
Hey,
fourth.
Who knows? We never know.
Never know.
Because we're just starting out, we're open to anything. We're open to
anything. A new podcast.
We have no reputation to uphold. It's fine.
That's true.
Garrett says $20 is $20.
So. $20 is every man has his price. That's what I've learned.
And mine's $20. That's all it is.
You can't tell me there's not a number. That's the thing.
Hey, I feel like there's a number.
There's never. There's always a number. There's always a number.
There's a number.
But I'm saying, like, every man has his price.
I know my price.
You know your price? What's your price?
Fuck, I know.
Do we all know what we're talking about?
No, I'm very lost because I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for an opening to say, "This is the Tone Deaf Podcast."
This is the Tone Deaf Pod. I want to edit my voice like Scream, and have that be the outro.
Yeah,
is Scream.
That'd be cool.
The Tone Deaf Pod.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for listening to this long episode. But you know what? It was fun. It was fun. We had some great bits. Parker here tickled our taint for sure.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for that taint tickling.
Oh yeah.
Because like I said,
you got to get it sometimes here and
there.
It
hasn't been tickled in a while. I needed it.
Yep.
Just tongue punching your freaking
Fart box.
Fart box.
Oh man!
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
to the
thank
Tone
everyone
Deaf
for listening.
Pod.
Keep sharing it with your friends.
Share with your
Keep
friends.
listening. Trying to grow the brand. So and expect episodes out on a more regular basis from now on. So
As a fan, I saw that and I was like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing here, people?"
I got
We need the
sick. Is what
content.
happened.
Production got shut down for 3
Yeah.
weeks.
But you know we're gonna start trying to post once a week.
Once
Look
a
for
week.
it. Usually during the weekends. We record on Fridays. So.
Yes.